Intellectual property refers to a creation of mind, an invention, literary and artistic work, a symbol, name or a logo or an image that used in commerce. There are two categories, which is industrial property and copyright. In industrial property, there are four components, which patent for invention, trademarks, industrial designs, and geographical indication, while copyright most cover on literary works such as novel, film, and music. The importance of intellectual property was recognized first in Paris Convention for Protection of Industrial Property in 1883 and Berne Convention for the Protection of Literary and Artistic Work in 1886. Both treaties are administered by the World Intellectual Property Organization.
Hi everyone, today I will talk about intellectual property. In intellectual property, we have patent and trademark. Patent is an exclusive right granted for an invention that provides the patent owner the right to decide how or whether the invention can be used by others. It also provides protection that granted for the limited period. Generally, is for 20 years, and for example, is invented. And for trademark, is a sign of capitable, distinguishes the good or service of one enterprise from the others. In the market, such as words, symbol, phrase, or combination of these elements. Trademark protects the consumer by preventing the public confusion as the origin of the quality of a product. For example, like McDonald's logo, KFC logo, or any other branded logo that we have. That's all for me. Thank you.
What is industrial design? An industrial design constitutes the ornamental or aesthetic aspect of an article. A design may consist of three-dimensional features, such as the shape or surface of an article, or of two-dimensional features, such as pattern, line, or color. For example, industrial design. What is geographical indication? A geographical indication is a sign used on goods that have a specific geographical origin and possess qualities or a reputation due to that place of origin. Most commonly, a geographical indication consists of the name of the place of origin of the goods. For example, Tuscany for olive oil that are produced in a specific area of Italy, or Roquefort for cheese produced in that region of France.
Hi, my name is Mervik Chom, and now I will talk about copyrights. What is copyright? Copyright is a legal term used to describe the right that creators have their own literary and artistic creation that covered by copyright laws. Categories of work that can be protected by copyright laws include books, music, paintings, sculpture, films, computer programs, database, advertisement, and it could be so much more. So how does an average people like us can benefit from an intellectual property? Which that leads to the first point, which is the multi-million-dollar film. Recording, publishing, and software industry would not be existed today without the copyright protection. Second one is researchers and inventors will have little incentive to continue producing better and more efficient product for consumers if the rewards by patent system will not be provided. The third one could be consumer will have no means to confidently buy products or services without reliable and international trademark protection. That's all from me. Thank you.
According to the Copyright Act 1987, if you get caught for copyright violation in Malaysia, the criminal needs to pay 2,000 ringgit Malaysia per infringing copy if the person is found guilty. For the trademark, the person shall on conviction be liable to a fine exceeding 250,000 ringgit Malaysia or to imprisonment not exceeding 5 years or both and for any subsequent offence. For example, there was a case when both famous director Yusuf Haslam and his son Samsul were appealing against a court of appeal decision that found the movies Bosha Jangan Pilih Jalan Hitam was infringed the copyright of the novel Aku Bosha written by Elias Idris. The writer claimed that there were similarities between his novel and the film, but however, Yusuf and Samsul denied reading or knowing about the novel.
Intellectual property is important to innovators and creators as they can have legal protection of their ideas and creations. Moreover, when there is a protection from intellectual property law, it will encourage them the creation of a large variety of intellectual goods. When the law gives people and businesses property rights to the information and intellectual goods they create, usually for a limited period of time, this goal can be achieved easily. Other than that, intellectual property protection is critical to fostering innovation. Without protection of ideas, businesses and individuals will not reap the full benefits of their inventions and will focus less on research and development.
Crimes in intellectual property. One of the crimes in intellectual property which involve copyright is privacy, which means reproducing, distributing, displaying or performing a work without permission from the copyright holder, which is typically a publisher. Copyright holder can only get money damages if the owner registers the copyright, for example movie. Besides, one of the intellectual property crime that involve patent is counterfeit, which means using or selling a patented invention without permission from the patent holder. Patent infringement cases are handled under civil law.
Intellectual property crime which involve trademark infringement is when one party uses a trademark that is identically or confusingly like a trademark owned by another party. Trademark receive protection without registration, but registering a trademark provides legal advantage for enforcement. Industrial design infringement happens when the owner of a registered industrial design and patent has the right to prevent third party from making, selling design which is a copy or the protection design when such act undertaken for commercial purpose.